Looks like Kim wants to speak with us.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Looks like an undercover counterintelligence program.
No, that's not it. I think...
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers. And by these people, I mean people in Sona's radio game company, Fortress Accident.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
How are they going to do that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked. Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interisolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
Was this an RPG?
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
I see, wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
He says, looking around the derelict room, the pipes howl, and a rat crosses the floor.
Okay, let's keep moving.
All right, Kim, let's go return this lady's shit to her. Oh, I can carry my journal and it gives me stats? Oh, no, I don't like that. It gives you -2 to authority. Authority is one of my favorite stats. I'd rather not do that. After all, I am the law. Yep, mostly intelligence checks that I really can't pass. I mean, I could sit here and just do it over and over, but that's lame. I mean, I don't mind doing it sometimes, but...
Yes, what is it?
I have the offsite copy.
Yes? Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
What's gonna happen now?
Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
Wait, no. That's dangerous. She shouldn't do it.
Wait, don't put it in. It might be dangerous.
No, it's not dangerous. Just depressing.
What are you trying to find? What are you hoping to find?
I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the anomaly's location from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. Not a single line of data stands out. This is wrong. Machines shouldn't behave like that.
Something's wrong with that filament memory.
Sona doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I found it.
Where?
Hold on.
She's behind the keyboard now, typing in some numbers that only she understands. The terminal beeps and the light inside starts pulsing like a glowing heart. Say nothing.
Just give me a second. I'm almost
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Time for a celebratory drink, perhaps. Just a thought.
So where is it? Where is your 2mm hole in the world?
There. In the swallow.
She points at the other end of the church where a group of water bowls forms a ritualistic arch.
Think you can help me again?
Yep.
I need you to go move those water bowls for me. I need to double check my calculations.
You like moving things around. Moving things around is calming.
Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
Okay, no problem.
Thanks.
Fuck. Oh, is there a text log where I can hear that again? Holy fuck. Or is it in the journal? Move the water bowls to the right position. Okay, well, my bad. I gotta listen
Yes.
again.
What is it? The swallow, you mean? What about it?
Oh, god
Great.
damn it.
Thanks.
Great.
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Water inside the bowls stands still. Measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor. Oh boy, this is going to be good.
God damn it. Move the third bowl from the left 2 centimeters away.
It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound.
Move the fourth bowl from the left 5 centimeters to the right.
Some water spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall.
Okay, I didn't need to know anything, I guess.
Time to run back, or maybe walk. This is a sacred place, after all.
Yes, what is it?
I've moved the water bowls to the correct position, just like you asked. What now?
Great. Everything should be aligned now.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
What's wrong?
Yeah. Nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones. If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Wait, why did you have your headphones on mute in the first place?
Honestly, I'm a little scared.
Isn't it just going to be silence?
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist? What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
She grows silent, her face very pale in the cold light of the electricity. What?
I don't know. I'm just scared. Maybe it's going to be something terrifying. Maybe it's going to tear the world apart.
Nah, you're overthinking it.
Maybe. Maybe I'm just tired.
Let's do it. It's scary, but we just have to face it.
Yeah. You're right. Let's do it.
The lieutenant takes a step back, and then nothing. Nothing happens as Sona Lokanen-Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence. You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary.
Say nothing.
She doesn't talk. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together. in a state of deep focus, one hand cupping the headphone.
Well,
Damn it.
she lets out a loud sigh before tearing off her headphones. She's still avoiding your gaze. Did you hear anything?
No, of course not. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
What do you mean nothing happened? Did you find the swallow?
No. No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something, if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But don't get your hopes up.
Silence is silence? You're sure there's more to it?
Okay, let's see.
Yes,
Perception, hearing, legendary. Put on the headphones.
Everything
Fuck
disappears.
yes.
You are draped in silence like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace. And then the pressure changes.
What does it mean?
It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere, a weather change hanging in the air. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
Suna, what if we just need a better sound system?
A better sound system? Alright, but where would we get one?
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls, causing a small patch of decorative stucco to crumble onto the wooden floor.
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace.
Yeah, but they could help with the speakers.
You mean the speed freaks?
She closes her eyes as more dance music invades the holy silence of the sanctuary.
Of course. The speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me?
They would if you wouldn't mind them moving in with you.
I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence.
Brilliant negotiating there, detective, as always.
Great, I'll go speak to them.
Sure. Let me know how it goes.
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex.
Good God. My intelligence is really fucking bad. I really want to do that stained glass. I'll have to maybe... Honestly, I don't know. I don't want to spend a point on it. But I might. How many points do I have? Oh, I've got 3 skill points. We could probably afford it. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do it. We'll do it. Or at least I'll save and then see if it's, if putting a point into it is worth it. Not worth it. Like, if the chance is high. If the chance is still, like, fucking nothing, I mean... It's just a waste. But... Conceptualization, it
of
was.
Humanism stands above you.
Visual calculus.
The mother of humanism stands above you. Nothing. Just the...
Alright, we'll do it some other time then. It's only 28%, so...
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Tell me.
Nothing jumps out to you. How about you get out and breathe? The air in the tent is too thick for you to...
Yes? What's the deal?
Good news, I managed to convince Suna. She's okay with you guys moving in, but on one condition. She needs your speakers for her project.
We are grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of Nordic dance music.
You're going to have to share space for a couple of weeks until she gets her research finished.
That's fine. We can manage.
I'm glad I could help.
We appreciate it. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe. Come check back later. Let's get moving.
I didn't see. Did the girl? Maybe I need to tell her too. I'm not sure. Nope. She's already in here.
Yes, what is it?
You got us in, cop. I can't believe you got us in.
He looks around the hall examining the carpentry.
With wonder in his sharp eyes.
Between you and me, I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority. But you really came through for the hardcore underground.
Yes, you really came through for the hardcore underground. How come?
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame, but still quite ungainly shapes on the church floor, sweating profusely. Estelle using her contact mic to listen to a tree underwater. The one with the large head is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass window behind him is rattling from the bass.
I'm a corrupt cop, Kim. This is a corrupt scheme. What the fuck?
Okay.
What he means is, I don't care if you have a corrupt scheme. Almost everyone does. Whatever keeps you sober and concentrated on work.
Noid, what do you think about the church?
It's a miracle of carpentry. Dead bodies carved into total shapes. Now it can be something more.
He rubs his hands together. How old do you think this church is? 300 years or more?
That's right. The first settlers built it, plus 6 more like it, on the coast here. Was one of the first things they did. Must have been really scared of something, but I understand. Alone on an uninhabited archipelago, forced to face themselves and nature. Pre-industrial quantities of solitude. The sea, perhaps something more fundamental.
He means something paranatural. He must...
I would want to build a safe place for myself and my own as well.
His voice echoes in the wooden cavern of the church. What style is this church built in?
A cop who's into building critique. Okay then, this is folk DeLoreanism, lawmongerer. It's a subset of early DeLorean architecture.
And what is DeLorean architecture like?
Total. Everything between an ancient concrete cathedral and a glass cube is DeLoreanism. This is just an homespun version of it. Folksy stuff. Early mass production. They made thousands like this. Does that help you out?
What would a DeLorean building look like?
Like that woman there. Vertical, thin, white. A false image of grandeur. The source of the system is up there. You're at the bottom. They really dug that power vertical. Like to show off large and intricate structures. Arches, spires. Put you down with them. They were really into painting everything white too. Virginal shit, you know. Married shit. Virtue and tyranny.
This church isn't painted white as far as I can tell.
Stands to reason it used to be white on the outside. Before the sea wind took all the paint off.
Slowly, peeled by the wind, your skin crawls from the sensation as you look around.
What do you mean by dead bodies?
Dead bodies are perennial plants. Sigma functions have left this place. It's a good thing we came along. The spiritual collapse has been total.
Spiritual collapse?
I saw some piglets suckling their dead mother. Have you heard this one, Cop Man? After a short while, they shuddered and went away. They had sensed that she could no longer see them and that she wasn't like them anymore. What they loved in their mother weren't her body, but whatever it was that made her body live. End of quote. This is an high-quality carcass. The power of anodic beats and hard bass is needed to reanimate it.
Where's that quote from?
A Sarais man who lived a long time ago, an ancient hardcore brother.
So you're saying religion has stopped being hardcore?
It never was. A 3,000-year-old regime of history, built by hundreds of generations of self-appointed intellectuals. It's false to the core.
But you guys said the Ecclesiastes were all about love and hardcore before, remember?
I only said unity. One word. Figures of authority always misquote you. Andre doesn't care about the Ecclesiastes. He just wants the operation to run smoothly. And Egg is a demi-beast. You shouldn't listen to what people say. You should listen to what they are.
And you propose dance music will supplant this system?
Anodic dance music. Regular dance music wasn't hard enough. And yes, I do.
You know what this kind of stuff goes well with.
Don't you need to be on drugs for that, though?
Only a little.
Cool.
It's a necessity. All large human gatherings are narcotic. It's just the way of the spinal cord.
There is a difference between narcotics and group elation. One kills you, the other does not.
The supercharged humanism that the innocentric system has been feeding us on giant city squares, that's not a drug. The sugar and wheat it feeds us is healthy.
Forget it. It will become an imbecilic discussion. You two continue. It's more hardcore that way.
How do you like the glass work?
I don't. Fuck are giving me the evil eye.
You want to get inside the church and now you don't like the stained glass window?
I didn't know it was in here. We have to get rid of it. Dismantle it. Can't dance with a giant mass murderer looking at ya. Not a good look for the club.
Mellow, man, mellow. No one's a mass murderer. This is a house of love.
Mass murder on the floor!
Yeah, there is something terrifying about her.
There is. She is a party repellent and must be taken down before we can begin partying in here.
No, that's not it. It's something more. Something closer to your skin.
Take her down, crash it, destroy the window.
Will do.
No, Noid. Stop twisting my melon, man. People are gonna love it. It'll be our thing. Plus it keeps the cold out.
She is pretty.
She invented the beauty you're feeling. She and her glass cutters and iconographers. You set the standard, all right. Then you meet it. It's effective like that, but it is also very soft of core. That so-called beauty of hers.
It's anything but softcore. It's terrifying.
You may be onto something, Copper Man. She's got those mass murdering hips.
You think she was human?
I like this question, Cop Man. She did not live the life of a human. She lived like someone who's playing a game. The life of an operator. That's not the life that humans live. She was adored. Humans aren't. I don't know about you, but they hate me. And they do not think I'm innocent or some shit like that.
She was a player. She played us all. It's just a game.
Yes.
So she is the innocence of humanism. She seems to be a pretty big deal around here.
Humanism leads to eating sugar and pigs. Humanism was invented to mass-produce billions of humans. Billions of humans can mass-produce hundreds of billions of pigs. She liked games. Her legacy, the thing we live in, isn't real life. It's a strategy for some kind of victory against a long-dead opponent. But, yo, I'm only annoyed. What do I know?
Yeah, but like, who isn't accused of being a mass murderer these days?
No one says Arno van Eyck is a mass murderer. The Anodic pioneer Rietveld is not a mass murderer. He is not accused of mass murder. Likewise, no one says Jermaine Egghead or Andre are mass murderers. You can live entirely outside that suspicion. Billions of people go about not being guilty of mass murder. Just not her.
Isn't she supposed to be the embodiment of the world spirit?
The world spirit does not have a body. It has organs. Hardcore is an organ of the world spirit.
He raises his left hand.
This Arno van Eyck track is an organ. The carpentry and glass cutting that built this house are also organs. She's a thief, if you ask me. An organ thief. All innocences are.
Okay, enough about her.
Okay.
How are you settling in?
Hard to say, Copman. Signs in here are distinctly wild. Gonna take a while before everything's properly synced. I did get to talk to the crabman, though.
You mean Tiago?
Anyway, he's been giving me kind of a psychic rundown of this place. Dude's seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us.
What do you mean?
The man picks up on stuff, and he knows a lot about the church. I got a lot to learn from him. Good thing you didn't squash him.
What's with the clothes?
They're hardcore.
You look like a woman with those earrings. That's kind of mean.
You know what I think? I think man, woman, and child are arbitrary divisions which serve to bind humanity to serve them.
Well, that is absolutely stupid. That's it?
They're just clothes.
I thought there'd be more to it.
Nah, it's just a vest of suspenders made to resemble a human rib cage. Plus some lady clothes to piss off the sex system. Now tell me about that hardcore necktie. It's fucking primal.
Nobody's enforcing women to act like women and men to act like men. It's just the way it fucking is. It's not a system. What's so? It's my tie is my friend and my accomplice. It makes me party harder.
I can see that. And you've partied very hard for a very long time, haven't you? It looks like you're trying to hang yourself with it. So large, too. So many different patterns. It's crazy, man. I like it.
You suddenly realize the patience and respect this speed freak has shown you is partly because of your style. He's probably not like that with everyone.
Respect as a man!
Dead body, spirit, and the mass murderer. Okay, sure.
What did Tiago tell you about the church?
The crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things. Things that give off bad signs. As far as we can tell, the Ubies built this place about 320 years ago as a sarcophagus.
There's dead bodies here?
Not like a literal sarcophagus. I'm just being metaphorical.
What's it for?
Encasement, confinement, of something they were afraid of. Something new and unheard of on the Isla. I think that's what the crabman is experiencing when he climbs around upstairs. Like, this is some old world shit the Ubies had heard about. I thought the best way to deal with it was to build a church, surrounding it, to contain it.
Contain what exactly?
I don't know. And it's not something they properly understood either, what it does. But it's what this Sona person is looking for, and trying to measure. It'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. People like that always want to measure everything. All those things they really can't.
The wood creaks as a gale blows by. Outside, dust particles fall through the darkness, settling down on the age-bleached floorboards. The structure does not feel particularly durable.
This building seems less than structurally sound.
No, it's pretty fucking unsound if you ask me. They should have built a club for anodic music around it instead. Anodic music will definitely contain whatever we're dealing with. And if it can't, well...
What makes you think Sona's gonna fail?
Seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like... substance.
I found the Doom commercial area in Martinez proper. Maybe it's the same thing the Ubis were trying to contain.
Like a concentric ring spreading out. The struggling villages. And that is what caused the communards to fail in defending the beachhead. Yeah, a lot of failure has gone down around here.
You think there's any merit to the theory?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's not a thing we can answer, Copman. Even I have limits. I'm a limited psi person.
Well, if it's without substance, I guess there's nothing to worry about.
Maybe you can figure things out, Copman. I think we got on a good level here. The signs are syncing up well.
Why are you so suspicious about everything?
Suspicious people are esoteric people. We don't go around spilling everything to Johnny Law. They don't call me Noid for nothing. It took us setting out for this whole enterprise to get our signs synced.
So why are you called Noid?
It's short for paranoid.
Ah. What are you suspicious of?
It'd be easier to list stuff I'm not suspicious of. I'm not suspicious of sound and colour. Mechanics and chemistry also have a trueness about them. Most anything else deceives. Wants to steal your life away.
This is a good, dangerous line of questioning. You should prod him on.
What are the most suspicious things?
I don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of, but if I had one, the left-right complex would be number 1. Number 2 would be their sole accomplishment, the pig-wheat paradigm.
Oh boy. Well, okay, I think I know where it's going. Tell me more about the left-right business.
I prefer not to. Both ask the wrong questions. Any spark of light from either one is accidental. Their combined movement's only concern is producing enough pig and wheat for everyone. The end goal of humanity.
Well, disregarding his insane ramblings, the left-right system is absolutely a scam, and it's a false paradigm, and both sides have a little bit to them, or even a lot at times, that is correct. But there's just enough good with the bad, and it's a division scheme. It's a lot of things.
The original mistake was assuming that words have more being than bodies. That's what led us astray. Far from our true lives, but we may yet find a way back.
Whatever this true life is, you feel it's the real centerpiece of this mythology.
What's suspicious about the production of pork and wheat?
It's our only shit. We should make better use of not being animals or cereal grain ourselves.
What's bad about cereal grain? Having enough food could be a precursor for greater things. Yeah, it's our only shit and we fucking suck at it.
Correct.
So, are you mentally ill?
Mental illness is a term the powers use to homogenize people. I think I don't reach mental illness. I am merely politically ill. A suspicious element.
Well, that was certainly stimulating. I want to ask you about something else now.
His eyes flicker.
You mentioned true life. What would that be like?
A life is true if it's free from fear. An internal division among oneself. And others, mankind has seeds of greatness in it. A germinal will come, a return to trueness. It will be hardcore.
How do you go about returning to this true life?
Beats and bright lights to shatter falsehoods. Nerve impulses for the collective body. We are very much alike in basic structure. An hard enough beat would awaken everyone to a truer calling. In unity.
Just like that. The speed freak is right in your face, his eyes burning. His comrades look on worriedly. The young man is dead serious about this.
You're advocating a noise-based society?
Many non-Occidental cultures share a beat at their art. Thus, they are closer to true, hardcore life. There's just never been enough of them, and they had to rely on some extremely basic percussion.
You keep mentioning hardcore, but what does it mean to you?
Utmost dedication. Thoughts from the spinal cord. It's a potent superlative as well. Egghead usually has a better concept of the hardcore. He just really likes saying hardcore.
Hardcore!
His friend shouts from behind his mixing table with a smile surpassing your own in wideness, a total moon face, and eyes full of naive wonderment. I ain't smiling, bitch. Look at me. That was vague. Dedication, something else, superlative.
Maybe you're being too specific about it. Oh,
All
yeah.
right, asshole.
Sure thing.
Okay, before we try that check, I want to talk with this girl more.
She's whistling a melody, her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit. At the sound of your footsteps, she stops what she was doing and turns to you.
She's supposed to give us more information on these cats.
Hey there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool. Creaks and stuff. Like you're underwater, you know? But like, underwater inside a tree. But that's not really what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to thank you instead.
What for?
For getting me and my friends in here. And we even found some new associates, such as they are.
So how's everyone doing?
Good, I think. Noid is getting a read on the place. I think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Andre's been setting up the compressor and dancing. Egghead's been keeping the party up. He's got the stage under control. Sauna, the programmer, she's doing whatever she does. Behind that radio computer of hers. She doesn't talk to us much. And the crab man hasn't shown himself, thank God.
Now can you tell me about your associates?
Sure. You helped us out. I can repay the favour.
What do you know about
What do you want to know?
Suna? Sona.
She's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much. I'm not really sure how to vibe with her, you know? Seems like she's not in a very good mood most of the time. But earlier today she told me about Welkins. And she seemed oddly happy, like she had some idea with those little creatures. Some artistic idea. I didn't really listen, I was busy with my mic.
What about Tiago?
Oh, the crab man. Still gives me the creeps the way he moves. But he doesn't actually come down that much, just climbs around the rafters.
Doesn't he need to eat?
I just tried to stay away from the crab man. But he talks to Noid. They seem to have some thing going on.
Really? He talks to Noid? What for?
Beats me. Noid said they get along somehow. They're both crazy enough, I guess.
Indeed. What does he do up there?
Who knows? He doesn't really answer our questions, see? Not that it's easy to ask them. What are we supposed to do, yell up at the tower? Who do you want to know about?
Tell me about Andre.
Andre? He's a cool guy. Doesn't really come off as one, but he is. To me, at least. He takes care of shit. Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. For what life should be, you know? He tries to push things until everything falls into place. He's an organiser.
What's he organized?
Nothing. But then again, there's nothing to organise around here either. He really wants this church thing to work. Must have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it was an augury. I don't know where he got that from. Andre's not super intelligent. I've never seen him so psyched about anything though. And he's often psyched. Looks sort of desperate, like it's his last chance or something. Or maybe he was just high. I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know?
Relax, girl. We're police officers, but we're corrupt, rotten to the marrow. You can tell us about drugs and shit. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, drugs, shit, fuck. We don't care.
Kim really doesn't like me. Jesus.
Yes. Anyway,
So is Andre your boyfriend, your boo thing?
yes.
Tell me about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
Tell me about Noid.
He's a four-burger, I guess, like the rest of us. Okay, maybe not Egg, I don't know about him, but Noid and the rest are from Forburg, making the pilgrimage up north to visit the Elysium. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle.
What does he do?
What do you mean do? Like for a living?
Yeah.
He's a carpenter, trained and all. He's very good, he just doesn't have the mindset to work like that, in a shop somewhere.
Is that because of his beliefs, the hardcore and the ribs, the spinal cord and stuff?
Not to sound too dramatic, but I wouldn't make light of his belief system when he's around. Noid's a serious person. He's serious about the lifestyle.
What's this pilgrimage you're talking about?
It's just something poor Forburg kids do every spring. To pass the time, we walk the entire length of Boogie Street, up to Jamrock, or as much as possible.
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? It's a little bewildering.
Oh, sorry, I haven't told you that I'm a raging alcoholic who recently drank himself into oblivion so deep he can't even remember what sounds like the biggest street in the city.
No?
Well, I am.
Okay. Then you should go and take a look, I guess. Boogie Street is cool. It's got a lot of immigrants and all kinds of different people.
I'm also a raging fascist who doesn't approve of different people. So no, I will not be going to your degenerate street.
Unfortunately, I can confirm that.
Okay. To each his own.
Yeah, if you actually want Kim to like you, play this game as a normal-ass motherfucker. I don't know how he feels about the other things, but obviously he doesn't like fascism or when you're all crazy. He likes it when you're like smart, normal, not crazy. He probably doesn't hate me or love me because I've done some decent things too, like smart stuff, but yeah, he also doesn't like drugs.
Who do you want to know about?
What's the deal with that egghead motherfucker?
What do you mean?
Why is he yelling all that shit?
Oh, that. He's the party boy.
What is a party boy?
And Nordic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offence if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. No offense, go on.
Anyway, even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? To urge things on. That's where the party boy comes in. He basically just stands on the stage and dances and yells how awesome everything is. It's very catchy.
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them. Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you sneeze, or yawning makes you... Anyway.
He looks around a little embarrassed by the enthusiasm of his interjection. Where's he from?
Actually, we don't know where he's from, or who he is, really. One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Forburg. Or maybe even Coal City, I can't remember. Maybe it was Coal City. Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning, all night long. Just kept yelling until he didn't have a shred of voice left. When the sun came up over the mines. There were mines? Yeah, it was in Coal City. Egg came with us. He made this wheezing puppy dog sound all the way back. Couldn't even speak. It was definitely Coal City, because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. He just wheezed the whole way. We never really asked why he came with us, or who he was. I think his name is Jermaine. People are sweet.
You can see it must have been a great night. The memory causes her to go silent for a moment or two. You wish you'd been there.
Who do you want to know about?
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Again?
Yeah.
I told you.
There's that phrase again. It really reminds you of something.
What does that mean?
It means I don't answer questions about myself.
I'm a police officer. You have to.
Is there a law that would stop me from lying, though?
That would depend on the circumstance.
Thank
Fine.
you. Sure.
Okay, we've got a couple checks we want to pass here.
Yo,
Let's see.
man. What's on your mind?
That one's tough. Let's see if we can do this one.
Welcome back.
Damn, 17? That is not high.
Welcome back.
Maybe I can get information on her from her boyfriend? Or we can try to brute force it
Welcome
here.
Welcome back.
Nope.
Welcome back.
Well, at least it's nice and easy.
Welcome back.
It tells us instantly by the morale. If we don't lose morale, we
Welcome
did
back.
it. Nice.
O pasado de agente. It flutters by your ear. It's what the Zemoyaki, the Gradian community in Revachol, call a person who never breaks under interrogation. It's an organized crime term.
I remember. It's a Zimliaki term for someone who won't break under questioning, an organized crime term.
What do you mean?
The Silver Bird.
All right. My father was a Zemyaki. He died years ago. He was a bad man. Not a lot of good things to say about him and what he did. He bought the family a huge house, so we got to live, at least temporarily, in a giant castle in Jamrock. And then he died.
What happened next?
What do you think? The competition came and took everything away. It was like in a war zone. So after his death, we had nothing left, and we were in danger. My mother had to change her name, mine too. We left it all behind.
You don't call a drug lab inside this organized this church organized crime?
Yeah. I was kinda hoping you'd end that mess before we got going. It feels like I've been slowly turning dad-wise into a corrupt business person. A shame you didn't.
It's because I couldn't convince the little dickhead to admit it to me.
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Aggressive.
Let's see, I'll give this a few shots. We have to, it's
Yo, man.
godly,
What's on your mind?
conceptualization godly, internalize the hardcore aesthetic.
Yo,
Basically,
man.
we're gonna try to
What's on your-
understand
Aggressive.
this kid's bullshit.
Yo, man. What's on your...
Aggressive.
Man, this is rough.
Yo, man. What's on your...
Aggressive.
I'm not gonna do this too much. You don't have to get every check in the game, and I haven't,
Yo, man. What's
but
on your...
Aggressive.
I would like to see what it holds.
Yo, man. What's on your...
Aggressive. Monotonous. But also somehow sacrum. Primitive. Yet futuristic.
Yo, man.
If not,
What's on
maybe
your-
I'll
Aggressive.
talk to... Oh, I got a double one, of course. If I talk to his friends,
Yo,
they
man.
might,
What's on your...
Dedicated.
boom.
Hyperactive. Unified. You will have to add something of your own to understand this list of loosely formed qualities called hardcore. You need your own entry. Make it. Test your limits. Surpass them. Dance till you drop. Dance till you die, if you must. This is for your posse. They got to keep it up. They got to move. You are the major mic enforcer.
I am the law.
Start the war. Hit the floor. We need more. Army of hardcore. Yeah.
Sick. We got a new thought. It's hardcore aesthetic. Not only have you internalized the hardcore aesthetic, you've also contributed to it. How hardcore could you possibly become? Low-core people come around you to correct your typos. It's hardcore. Here, hardcore. There, hardcore in a third instance. What's going on? Those aren't typos, man. That's how hardcoreness works. If you don't know hardcore from our own happy hardcore, what the fuck are we even talking about? I have no clue. Okay. Alright, we're pretty far in the game. We can get rid of jamais vu, which is the opposite of deja vu.
The mother of human.
Denarian Church, the place to be! Make some noise, my church people!
Vibrations thump through your blue soul. The music sounds much better in the church. A hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, tangled in its branches, something bronze flutters in the wind. He stands on stage behind a table, nodding along to the music and waving his hand in the air. In front of him, the audio mixer, one reel spinning. The other reel deck is empty. Cables run hither and thither. On one side, you see an auxiliary line in with the number 4.5 written next to it.
How do you like the church?
Yeah! Back on the case! No disgrace! Bring it down to party play! The first page of the second chapter!
Thought about the discarded melody, and I've come to the conclusion that Van Eyck has lived around here.
J'adore! God is close by, but maybe he doesn't have good enough ears. Let me turn it up so we can lure him here.
Alright, goodbye, Egghead.
Welcome to Revershall! Yeah!
I don't know how I'm supposed to help Egghead with the beat somehow, but I don't know how, so.
Welcome to Revershall! J'adore! God is... There's nothing... Isn't something hot? It's like...
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
I'm the law, and I'm an expert in these matters. Let me be the judge of what is hyper, super, or ultra hardcore.
The young man looks at you reverently, as if observing the judgment inside your head. Growing, taking form. His friend drops his loitering act and turns toward you two. He, too, waits for your judgment with undivided attention.
It's hyper hardcore.
We can all hear it's not hyper hardcore. It figures of authority.
Alright.
Uh-huh.
It's super.
Fuck yeah.
He seems sure, but you are left with the nagging doubt you might have overestimated the hardcoreness of...
There's nothing wrong.
Okay, so...
It's like...
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's...
Welcome to Revershall!
Missing some piece of information or something here.
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000!
He waves his hands in an unbelievably lame, non-hardcore manner.
Ecstatic vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too. Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honors, detective?
Estelle, what do you suggest?
How about something simple? Like the club?
Too modern and too ironic. We don't want ironic, we want real. Real and true and beautiful. Like a morning after the rave.
What do you think, Egghead?
Yakukata! Yakukata! The place to be!
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological catastrophe. That's too morbid, Egg. Got anything else?
Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega!
No, it has to be bigger than hardcore. Yes, it has to be even bigger than hardcore to the mega. It has to be bigger than the scene.
Noid, what do you think?
The amnesia.
Like the... I can't remember the name of the club, Amnesia.
Amnesia!
It's not amnesia, guys.
Sona, do you have an opinion? No.
I don't.
Good. We have too many opinions anyway.
Kim, what about you?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't build a club, and I wouldn't name it either.
An underground place with no name? Sounds like something the Crabman would say.
We're not going with anything the Crabman would say.
Why not? The Crabman has ideas, Estelle. Ideas from another level of consciousness.
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas are spooky.
What do you
Next, please.
What do you propose, Andre?
The name. Everything I managed to come up with sounds just wrong.
Andre's overthinking it.
Yes, you should do it, detective. It would be good for the signs.
Noid's right. You've helped us so much. It's the right thing to do.
Okay.
You have? Well, what's the name?
Disco Elysium.
Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean? Elysium.
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it? Forgotten.
The past is the future, but the future is dead!
No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like we want it to be.
And short. And memorable.
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to Disco Elysium.
A light beam washes over the dance floor, bathing it in a violet blue.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name. Someone turns up the beat. You should go with the flow. Join in on the experience.
Do it.
It feels good. It feels right. But what is this? What is this thing that Andre is doing with his limbs?
What are you doing, Andre?
I'm dancing.
He performs yet another strange pattern of moves, but it doesn't look very cool or modern. Honestly, it looks kind of lame. We should talk about it. We should talk about your dancing.
Yes, my man.
He jumps up and down with glee, his moves punctuated by the stroboscopic flash of the club lights.
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with moves? Audio waves thump against your ribcage. The speaker setup makes everything sound much better. But the beat is still so weak.
What's up with your hair?
It's to express my individuality.
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure with the fused together spikes, but it looks like he's balding.
Is it because you're balding?
Or because I'm balding, yes. I want to fuse the remains of my hair together before it leaves me. I want to show my hair. I don't give a fuck how old you think I am. I'm 20.
How old are you?
Not 20.
Whatever.
Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway. Goodbye, officer.
We'll go ahead and try this.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
Savoir faire, impossible. No words, just dance. Fuck you, game. I think I can improve this check through some
hey,
other
man.
means.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you. Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you. Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close your eyes and vacate your skull, leaving your brain to wonder, where did that little fluttering light go?
Total darkness. You sink down the darkest fathoms of your own personal deep, vertebrate by vertebrate, through the unformed skulls of your mind. Here it will begin.
Where's the church?
Who fucking cares?
I hate waking life. I hate this world. I hate and fear everything. All I want to do is dance. Please, God, let me dance.
God? Where is your God?
Where's the music?
Oh, don't worry. The music's still there. It's you who is gone.
Concentrate on hearing.
Nothing. Just the immaculate silence of your spinal fluid. Electrified.
What about unformed skulls?
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every vertebrae in your spine is an unformed skull ready to pop up and replace the old one. Like shark teeth. The one you're currently in has a little brain forming in it, waiting for its turn to rule the world.
As it ought to be. Where is it?
In the spinal cord.
I'm ready.
Good. Because from what I can see, it's about to bust a move. Foolhardy, do you even know what's happening on the surface? Maybe 1,000 years have passed. Or maybe you started spazzing out like 2 seconds ago.
With your eyes still closed, the first thing you feel, all the way back in the pivoting darkness of your own torso, is warmth. You have become a triumph of rhythmoplastics, somewhere in a smelly wooden church on the coast of Revachol. The wounds from the war you waged on your body are healing, twist by twist, turn by turn.
Open your eyes and dance like you've never danced before.
You have become a flawless interlocking mechanism, a flesh and bone approximation of the throb coming from the speaker setup of the one called Eggheads, entirely, rigidly imbecilic, without pity or fear, free from self-awareness, no deliberation, only, and I mean only, execution.
Oh my god! No way!
Fuck yeah.
With his reel-to-reel mixer blasting the anthem of a future that will never come, the young man observes your moves for a second.
Ah!
He throws a screwdriver and a bunch of drill chucks into the corner and explodes into dance. What he lacks in sharpness, he more than makes up for in violent enthusiasm.
Estelle, what are you doing?
The young woman lifts her headphones up slightly and raises her chin, looking at you expectantly.
Asil, aren't you going to dance?
No, recording.
She turns to Sona, then back to you. She briskly shakes her head and puts her headphones back
The
on.
lead programmer throws the other young woman a knowing glance before turning her attention back to her own work.
Point at Andre. Dance, it's the law.
The young man immediately bounces up and down, then assumes the same dance pattern, embellishing it with some sort of waving motion. The authority of the law is clearly unquestionable.
I love this. Kim, get in here.
What's going on here? Delinquents.
I said get in here and dance.
The lieutenant squeezes the bridge of his nose. The light reflects off his glasses, giving him the appearance of a surgeon in the middle of a tense procedure. He's having trouble adjusting to the new reality before him.
What's happening?
I have become Dance, the destroyer of worlds.
Good for you. Rock on then.
Hey, I called you to dance.
What?
Authority legendary.
Who's the one in charge? You are.
Lieutenant, I am only going to pull rank on you one time, and that time is right now.
Are you kidding me?
I assure you I am not. Now fucking dance.
Get my what on?
I said get your goddamn groove on, boogie woogie.
Sheesh. Okay.
Thank God I have insane authority.
Okay, you psychopath. I see what you're doing there. It's jacked up footwork, plus is that Ubi folk dancing?
Nah, it's not Ubi folk. It's hardcore.
Yeah. Whatever.
Talk big, Lieutenant. Let's see some moves.
Oh yeah? I did 15 years in the juvenile crime unit. I can do age inappropriate. Now, check this shit out.
The lieutenant begins to heel kick the church floor with such intensity, it's reasonable to fear he'll kick a hole right through it, causing the floor to crack and the pillars to collapse, bringing the church roof down on all of you. It doesn't look like he'd give a shit either.
Is there anything more I can do? I don't want to break the limit.
The dynamic motion of your flailing body is bordering on the extreme. You're going off the charts. You feel as if turning on the hyperdrive would be a point of no return. feels almost melancholy. Are you sure you have the entire posse along for this?
Together, where are you?
Here we go again!
Hardcore fills the air!
The sound above my hair!
The what now? The sound above your what?
Above my hair, man!
Okay, this is too imbecilic. Excuse me.
Yes, I'm a speed addict, and I got other people. Everyone dancing, so it's a 97%. Turn on the hyperdrive, baby.
On the coast of the Martinez Inlet, in a small weather-beaten stave church built 380 years ago by settlers from the Occident, most likely to guard against an anomaly at its center, an officer of the RCM is contorting his body into idiotically rigid shapes as he invents the future of dance music. It's the hardest anyone has ever danced.
What is this strange feeling I keep having? This cold.
I am La Revacholière. I am the city.
How are you talking to me?
The modulations of my voice are noted down with thermometers and barometers. You feel me in your nostrils, on the little hairs on the back of your neck. I also reside in your lungs and vestigial organs. Everywhere there is space.
What do you mean you're the city?
I am a fragment of the world spirit, the genius Loki of Revachol. My heart is the wind corridor. The bottom of my air is red. I have 100,000 luminous arms. Come morning, I carry industrial dust and let it settle on tree leaves. I shake the dust from those leaves and onto your coat. I've seen you. I've seen you. I've seen you with her. And I've seen you without her. I've seen you on the crescent of the hill.
But who am I? Why are you talking to me?
You are an officer of the citizens' militia, Jante and Rebut. When you wear your coat, you wear my soul. You move through my streets freely, in motor carriages and on foot. You have access to the hidden places. You also circulate among those who are hidden. I need you. You can keep me on this earth. Be vigilant. I love you.
An officer of the RCM is lying on the floor of a small church with his eyes rolled back and his tongue lolling out. Several others are standing around him. He slowly comes to.
Had a good rest there?
I spoke to the city of Revachol.
Fuck yeah!
I bet you did. Those were some advanced moves, man.
That's all great, but we should really get going. We spent enough time doing aerobic exercise for today.
You might be imagining it, but it feels like Egghead turned the volume down. Such is his respect.
Man! Now, man! Now imagine if we could do that, right? But with like 1,000 people.
End of human development. Mission complete.
Right, ecstatic.
All right!
You're absolutely beat. Muscles relaxed and feet like noodles underneath.
That's it for now.
Goodbye, officer.
That was beautiful. All right, we'll finish up in the church next time.